Hey there guys, my name is Ryan Schul. Welcome to my data science channel. This is video number 6 out of 6 in the series where I am investigating the opportunity to use AI agents to do trading in a portfolio of stocks. So I tried to test a whole bunch of agents using 6 different strategies. This is 6 of 6, where each strategy focuses on like a different investment philosophy, and I look at these different investment philosophies or strategies, call it whatever you want, and introduce that to the reinforcement agent, train it and test it on how the strategy is supposed to be applied and how it performs. Get the agent to learn from that, and then make active buy-sell transactions on the portfolio automatically. Okay, so it's kind of cool the way that the agent can learn this and adapt over time and make buy-sell decisions for the portfolio and try to generate above average returns. When I say average returns, it's just buy and hold portfolio returns. So out of 6 different strategies I tested, all 6 strategies came up short compared to the buy and hold. Okay, believe it or not, the buy and hold actually was the better strategy per se. I wouldn't necessarily call it a strategy. I guess you could though. But in all 6 cases, buy and hold portfolio outperformed the active buy-sell transaction for the same portfolio, right? And I'll take you through it in just a minute. This strategy focuses on 2 things: PPOs, which is Proximity Policy Optimization, and DQN. This is a deep Q network. These are popular reinforcement learning algorithms, okay, and very appropriate for training an AI agent on how to learn an investment strategy and how to receive rewards if the agent is making trades that are profitable, right? And if the agent is making trades that is losing money for us and the portfolio is losing money, then we add in a punishment and tell the agent, okay, this is not good. You're doing the wrong thing. Stop doing this. Okay, if it's making money and the trades are profitable, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job. Here's the reward. Okay, so that's how this stuff works. So 6 of 6 strategies, you can see every single time the buy and hold strategy outperforms the AI strategy, which is active portfolio management, more complicated, more sophisticated, a lot more trouble to set up and to execute, and every single time it comes up short compared to the buy and hold strategy. So believe it or not, truth is stranger than fiction, right? And this is what it is. What is. So anyways, let me just take you through the details here. All 6 times the investment strategy performed not quite as well as the buy and hold, and I will show you why. And by the way, why are we even doing this type of analysis? For automation purposes, right? If we can take a technique or a portfolio management technique and automate the process, by all means we should do that. I tried to do a lot of automation, and I have several videos describing how to set up automated tasks and execute those. So automation is one reason why we might be interested in setting up an agent to learn using reinforcement learning and to take actions, right? Buy and sell transactions on the portfolio. Continuous learning for the agent, consistency and persistency, or persistence, right? So Wall Street loves something that's predictable. They hate uncertainty, right? So we're trying to make these investment strategies consistent and persistent. Backtesting the strategy, adaptability, optimization, obviously, and risk management. So we're trying to manage the risk exposure, the risk, and the investing environment. Obviously, you can put money into the market and lose money. That's a big risk. We try to manage the risk, and there's 2 primary ways to manage that risk pretty effectively: diversification, right? Investing in several different stocks rather than just one, and dollar cost averaging. So investing the same amount on the same frequency basis. So if you invest at the end of every month, or at the end of every week, or every 2 weeks when you get your paycheck, if you get paid bi-monthly or bi-weekly, what is that called? Bi-monthly, I think. Then you would invest that amount at the end of that period consistently, like every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever it is, right? So that's dollar cost averaging. So how are we actually going to set up this AI trading bot to do the work for us? I'm going to fetch data from Yahoo Finance. I can run this module right here. I modularized all of this stuff. So we have 3 basic pieces here, or 3 basic components. The fetching data. This is pulling in historical time series data for the stocks right here. You can pick whatever you want. If you want to delete some of these, by all means, go ahead and do it. add in the ones that you want, and we're looking at 36 months of data. I think that is appropriate in this case. You can change that. You can make it 12. You can make it 24. You can make it 15 months if you want. It doesn't matter, right? You can change these variables. That is somewhat arbitrary. These tickers are somewhat arbitrary. These are just some of the Dow 30 components that I picked. So this is what the data looks like when we get it from Yahoo API endpoint. We fetch it and bring it back. The strategy here again is PPO and DQN. So I'm going to set up this artificial intelligence agent, train it and test it, and use a couple different basic techniques. Simple moving average, RSI, is the relative strength index, right? So we're looking at averages over time. Is the stock price trending up? Is it trending down? Is it going about the same, just going sideways? That's what I want to know with this, okay? So we're looking at simple moving averages and RSI. And then, again, taking the two adaptive learning techniques, PPO and DQN, and applying those to this investment portfolio, right? And two different strategies, two different techniques. And I'm going to combine everything together at the end, and you can see what the result is. I think you already saw it if you were paying attention. The AI tool underperformed the buy and hold strategy, right? In both cases, I'm putting $100,000 into the portfolio. You have to start with something. You can change this. This is arbitrary too. You can make this 50,000. You can make it 10 million. The same relative outcome will be the same. Just the more you invest, the more you make, right? So go ahead and take a look at this at your leisure when you have time. I'm going to give you guys all this code so you can take this, copy and paste it from the HTML file that I'm going to share with you, and you can run it in your own Jupyter notebook environment and make a couple changes. By all means, get in there, change the code, see what the impact is, and see if you can get this to work. I spent a couple days on all 6 of these different investment techniques or investment philosophies, investment concepts, call it whatever you want. And you can change the inputs a little bit. You can tweak things, you can modify things, and the outcome will be slightly different. Is it going to be magnitudes different? Probably not, right? Unless you try a completely different strategy. But again, if you want to change the tickers, go for it. The time period for the analysis, go for it. If you don't want to use simple moving averages, like I use over here, or the RSI, relative strength index, then get rid of that and try your own ideas over here, right? So this code is very flexible, very modularized, compartmentalized. Is that the right phrase? I think so. And very dynamic, right? So you can change these things to be whatever you want. So after going ahead and training agents and exposing them to this training environment and telling them, again, the reward is if you're making profits on the portfolio and you're creating trades that are generating positive returns, keep doing it. You're doing a good thing. If you are losing money on your trades, you're doing the wrong thing. Stop doing that and try to figure out how you can make more profit on the portfolio. That's what the whole analysis is about, right? That's what the AI agent is being exposed to and learning from in that reinforcement learning environment. It's abbreviated RL, reinforcement learning. That's the environment that we're exposing the AI agent to. And once it does the learning, I go ahead and get all of these different metrics and append that into a data frame, and you'll see the final result at the end. Okay, so this does take a while to run, so I'm not going to go ahead and run everything here. But you can see when you get this code, you can go ahead and run it. You can see that as the agent learns, it produces an output right here that gives you an indication. Okay, what is it learning? How is it learning? How fast is it learning? Is it not learning anything? Is it mislearning something, right? So it gives you some feedback as you go through. And I have some notes here about what all of this means, right? So data collection for training, these rollouts basically represent a sequence of states, actions, and rewards for the AI agent. We have performance metrics in here too. That's what these logs represent, right? And basically, this is a way to monitor and to debug the agent and to understand how is it learning, how quickly, how slowly, is it learning anything, is it mislearning something? We get all the feedback right here from these rollout reports, okay? So you can go ahead and look at that. And in the end here, we have these two different techniques, right? PPO results in DQN. That's what I mentioned at the beginning. So here's the beginning value, 100,000 for both portfolios, right? The buy and hold and the AI strategy. This is at the end. So the AI strategy makes 26K in profit, and buy and hold generates 47,000 in profit, so 47% versus 26%. This is almost double. The DQN starts here, so 100,000, 100,000. Remember, this is the PPO, right? And the top and the bottom, this is the head and the tail, head and tail. Okay, that's where this comes from. And then the DQN, head and tail. So again, start with 100,000 for the DQN, just like the PPO. PPO ends with 147, 175, 147, 175 for the DQN. And the PPO gets 26,000 in profit. The DQN actually is a little bit better technique for an AI training system that we're looking at here, and it generates 41% return, so pretty close to the buy and hold. But actually, the buy and hold still outperforms the AI active portfolio management technique. So formatting thing over there, but you can see actually, like if it started learning a little bit faster, the AI DQN technique could have outperformed buy and hold, but in both cases, it comes up short. So here's the PPO, right? We're coming up about half as much profit, and this one was with the DQN kind of close, but still not quite as profitable as the simple buy and hold. So that's it in a nutshell. Like the simple, parsimonious, straightforward buy and hold technique outperforms the AI training agent. 6 out of 6. I'm not going to do any more videos. I think we beat this horse to death. In all cases, the buy and hold portfolio was better than the active portfolio management investment strategy outcome. So to be honest, I was kind of surprised too. I thought the AI agent would learn and simply outperform the buy and hold. And I got kind of excited when I started this analysis. I started looking at this stuff about, I think a little over a week ago I started. Put together the 6 videos over the course of the last week. This is the last one. And I've seen things in the news like this AI agent, generated or made $50,000 profit in 1 week on 50,000 invested, or, it invested 100,000, just like you saw in this scenario. And the agent made 100,000. Those are news stories. They don't validate anything. They never give you the stocks that they're trading on, right? If you look closely at these things, and not one single one will say, okay, today I'm going to invest the money and I'll follow up with you in 1 week. I'll follow up with you in 2 weeks or 1 month or whatever. It's always backward looking, right? And not one single case of all these stories I've seen where this AI agent is performing all these miraculous trades and making just unrealistic trades. It's just unrealistic, guys. I think it's just news. It's just trying to stimulate people's interest and trying to tell you, oh, this agent is so smart. You know what? In reality, it's not. It's probably not. If somebody actually comes up with an agent that makes these very profitable trades and you're getting, 20, 30% per week returns, which is just phenomenal. I think that's, I think it's just fake. I think that stuff is just fake news, or they just make up some nonsense, right, to capture people's interest and say, oh, the AI bot is doing all this. Well, if that's true, show me what your bot recommends today, and then show me the portfolio at the end of 2 weeks or at the end of the month, and let's see if it continues to do this. If you generated that as a one-time return and you don't disclose any stocks that you picked, and what was the beginning value, what was the ending value, what was your strategy, and you don't expose anything, that's just fake news, guys. That's just fake, right? It's just made up nonsense. So that's it. That's my findings. Just wanted to share it with you guys. Thank you for watching this video to the end. And like I described in a couple other videos, I'm trying to make this my full-time job and trying to get enough subs on YouTube, right? Sub is short for subscriber. I'm trying to get more subscribers to watch my channel and to watch it from the beginning to the end. So there's 2 metrics that YouTube evaluates you on: the number of subscribers that you have. I think I have like 750 now. So it's getting up there a little bit, but not nearly as much as I was hoping for. It's kind of like the AI portfolio coming up a little bit short with my number of subscribers, and the number of total hours watched for all the videos is way under where it needs to be to monetize the channel. So hopefully I can get both those metrics up, and more subscribers and more time of videos watched. I tried to put my best effort into these things and try to make high quality videos to the best of my capabilities. It's just me doing all this stuff. I don't have a crew or team or anything, right? So it's just me doing everything. So yeah, hopefully the channel gets successful and get more subs and more hours of videos watched, and I can actually make this into a full-time gig. That's what I'd love to do. So yeah, thanks for your support, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.